Hey there, Brett Jennings here. I want to welcome you back to our video blog. Thank you for stopping by. The question we've been getting this week is, should I invest in solar? And if I do invest in solar for my home, should I lease or should I buy a system? Well, before we get to dive deep into the question, I always want to point out some great free resources here on the blog. If you're looking to buy a home, be sure to click on the Search for Homes tab. It's going to give you gateway access to the MLS and all the homes throughout Silicon Valley. If you're considering selling, click on the Find My Home Value tab. That'll give you an instant estimate of your home's value in today's market, and prices have run up this year, so be sure to check that out. Now back to the question, should I invest in solar? Now there's a few things to consider when investing in solar. Number one is, how much energy will you save? According to solar experts, about 50 to 90% of the energy you use in your home can be offset by a solar system. So that's one thing to consider, and there usually is an economic advantage to solar depending on how much energy you use. Could be from $100 to $300 a month. Number two is, should you lease or should you purchase a solar system? Leasing, about 90% of people choose to use a lease program on solar rather than purchasing the system. And there is a break-even point usually, and it tends to be about at the 8 to 10 year mark. So if you know you're going to be living in your home long term, purchasing a solar system may be the right decision for you. Number three is my home a good candidate for solar? Not every home is. Depending on the exposure of your roof, if you have trees blocking and such, it might not be a great candidate for solar, but a qualified solar expert can help you with that. And the team we recommend for that here in Silicon Valley is ProVolts. They're a Diamond certified company, and their solar installers are creative and talented and can make solar happen for you, even if you've been previously advised that your home isn't a good candidate for solar. And then number four, finally, is solar a good investment? Will it increase the value of my home? And to this question, I'm going to answer no. Although solar is great and we'd like to see it, what we're finding in the marketplace is buyers are not paying a premium for a home that has solar. If it has solar, it's a great convenience. It's kind of a nice bonus, but it is not something that's necessarily going to increase the value of the property. So just be certain and clear about that before you make the decision to solar, because many solar salespeople will say, hey, it's going to increase the value of your home. One thing to watch out for, though, is the lease program on a solar system. It can, when you sell the home, the buyer is going to need to assume that lease, and sometimes we've seen situations where the buyer didn't necessarily want the solar system, and if you had to buy out the system at the end of the lease, it could be very costly. Some cases you might have to give a credit or a concession to incentivize the buyer to assume the lease. So if you're thinking of selling your home in the next year or two, don't get solar thinking it's going to be a great investment and it's going to increase the value of your home. But solar is a good option if you're going to be in the home long term. So if you're looking to go green in 2015, click on the link below and request a free, no obligation consultation from our Diamond certified partner, ProVolts. They'll do an analysis of your home to determine if it's a good candidate for solar, determine how much money you're likely to save by going solar, and help you find out what the best way to acquire a solar system is for you, whether that's a purchase or a lease. This is Brett Jennings saying, we'll be right here, ready to help you create a better life through real estate.